Can you imagine asking a doctor what certain medications are for, and he has absolutely no idea what they're for? And you want to learn how this applies in a medical malpractice case? Come join me for a moment as I show you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. This was a medical malpractice case where my client felt that the doctor violated the basic standards of medical care. And now, during the course of the lawsuit, I had an opportunity to question this particular doctor whom my client had sued. And now this was pretrial testimony, which was being done in the doctor's attorney's office, and there was a court reporter present. During a deposition, I need to ask the doctor key questions about what the patient complained of, what his physical examination consisted of, what his observations were, and what his treatment plan was. When I ask the doctor about the patient's history, it is very important for me to ask him if he knows what medication the patient was on. And in this particular case, I asked that exact question. And he looks at his notes and says, yes, the patient was taking this medication and this one. I said, okay, doctor, what was the first medication for? He said, I don't know. I said, how about now, doctor? It's been about 1.5 years since you last treated my client. Do you know what this medication is used for? He said, no. I said, all right, let's go to the second medication. What is that used for? He said, I don't know. I said, doctor, when your patient told you that he was taking this medication, did you bother to ask him what this medication is for? Is it for blood pressure? Is it for his kidneys? Is it for something else? Did you ask him that question? I don't remember. Doctor, would it be fair to say that if you had asked him the question, you would have written down exactly what this medication was for? Yes, that's probably fair. And because you have nothing written in your record, is it fair to say that you did not ask him that question? Probably. How about the second medication, doctor? Again, would it be fair to say that you should ask the patient the question if you don't know what the medication is for? Yes. And why would that be important for you as a treating doctor to know? Well, because if I prescribe him a medication, it's important for me to know if there are any contradictions with other medications he's taking. Now, doctor, isn't it true you did in fact prescribe this patient medication? Yes. And did you check to see whether or not there were any contradictions between the medication he was taking and the medication that you prescribed him? No. So if I'm asking the doctor questions about what a particular medication is used for, and he doesn't know, now it becomes painfully obvious to everybody in the room that this doctor has a clear deficiency in his knowledge. And sure, he can go online and look up that information, but the reality is that he didn't. And that may play a factor in whether or not he violated the basic standards of medical care and contributed to the injuries that you suffered. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you an inside look at what goes on in these medical malpractice cases here in New York. You know, I realize you're watching this video because you probably have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but before you do, you want your questions answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.